What's up? My name is Josh, and I'm here at the Rise Action Convening talking to some of our Rise 25 fellows about the issues they care about and are fighting for all across America. What's up? My name's Joshua Carlin. I'm here with
Darrell Coles, baby.
and we're at the Rise Action Conference. Now, Darrell, tell me, where are you from?
I'm from Washington, D.C., but I currently live in Maryland right now.
Okay, what are you doing in Maryland?
So, my great county of PG County, Charles County, Upper Marlboro, so many great people. Right now, just getting into my advocacy, been going to community meeting members to really just engage it with the community, bro. And just really try to pick up with so many people that's home.
Definitely. Is there any particular issue that you're really passionate about?
Josh, bro, honestly, like you, many things, right? Where do we start from? It comes a long list. But currently, right now, one, we see what's going on with how the current administration just disregard the Constitution. So, as a college student, high school, education, that's not the America. We know the Constitution was always hit, but now, it's being disregarded. And so right now also in PG County, we have a big issue going on with data center being built. The program just got paused until November because they need a task force to research the actual arms that these data centers are called: pollution, water usage, the rise of utility prices and to local community members. So right now in PG County, we're fighting that fight, and we were able because the last community member meeting was so big and happy we had so many elected officials there, so the council members and the community is really grilled and held their feet to the fire as we really need to do more in politics. And we was able to get it paused until November. So right now we have a task force out doing more research. And hopefully you can just bring us more information and see how we're going to play into the data.
That's amazing. I love hearing that. Now, was there a specific point in your life that you can kind of pinpoint and say, that's when I started caring about, advocacy and, making a change in my community?
So two things. Because of Rise, I just really started getting to the origin stories, right again, the importance of really telling stories so people could relate and just understand, right? Because so many people going through the same issues, trauma that we might face, shot so many others. But two things specifically. Trayvon Martin, during that time, I was following them, really keep up with court cases, but just being a young black boy at that time, seeing this other young black boy just going home, cutting through a neighborhood, a trail, and end up getting shot and gunned down. That could have been me, and I was living in the suburbs. So I was just following the court cases closely and just really following the trial. I was just like, ain't no way George Zimmerman's gonna get off. Talked to the police officers. The police officer told him not to follow him. He was armed, he got off. So right then, that was a time in my life where I honestly started my advocacy. So when I was attending Allegheny College in Maryland, we had I was majoring in psychology. A psychology professor, a white gentleman, of course. He was just bashing Trayvon Martin to the class. He just saying your boy deserved it. And you could have your opinion, but that's not the place to talk like air it out. So I first began my advocacy. I went back to the campus and we got college students. I signed a petition and we took it back to the school president. And was like, hey, this professor is saying this and you got all these signatures. You have to do something about this. Unfortunately, we didn't get him fired. I'm not really a big advocate of people getting fired. He didn't get fired, but ever since then, when we took that petition to the school president, he been opening his mouth about Trayvon or any type of social issue ever since. So right then, I kind of realized how big and important it was, advocacy, bringing people together, and because once you get the community, man, things can really get done.
I think a lot of people don't realize the power that young voices hold. And this is a perfect transition to Rise 25. So with Rise 25, we've been uplifting youth voices, trying to give them a platform and the tools they need to make a difference in their communities. Can you speak a little bit more about what Rise 25 means to you?
Oh, man, like so many people say, it's really truly an honor being part of Rise. Being part of so many great community advocates, right? Elected officials that's in Rise. lawyers,
Mm.
entrepreneurs, right? Young people owning, running organizations. It's just really repetitive being picked amongst alongside these peers, right? They doing great work. So it really shows me I'm in a great space and I'm doing the work to be alone. Um, we block shows with people like you, George, Chris, so many people, Mary
Mhm.
Pat, and so many others.
Yeah, amazing. And this has been an absolute pleasure being at this conference with so many people that I get to meet for the first time. For you, has there been a specific moment, conversation, or panel that's really stood out to you thus far?
Honestly, and same thing I've been telling Mary Pat, Braxton, Chris, the whole thing is amazing. Right? I'm learning so much information, origin stories, funding, and networking, certain networking skills. If I had to pick one panel I really took something away from, it would be two actually.
Mm.
One's when this we had all the elected officials on the panel and someone who's aspiring to be a state representative. It was just really interesting just hearing them, their opinions, pros and cons about running, things they were surprised when they ran into. Um, Also, just as we had Jason here a few moments ago, he spoke about, just the numbers regarding Republican content.
Yeah.
And they said that 80% of Republican content is on YouTube right now.
Mhm.
And so it was just interesting hearing them numbers, just hearing the actual hard numbers. It opens up your mind.
For sure. Definitely. Well, tell us, if people out there aren't familiar with you or the work that you're trying to accomplish, where can they find you online?
I can find me family at Codes for Change on all social media platforms.
Tell me, why should people care about youth voices?
Why shouldn't they? Um, One is, just coming some being in the civil rights space from when I was a youngin', right? Coming in here at 17 years old, right? So many great people who we stand on the shoulders of, right? You need youth voices. Sometimes you need fresh ideas. You need innovation. Honestly, there's certainly, you're right. Sometimes our messaging or the agenda or the initiatives get stale and you need some fresh new young ideas, right? And, just in a generation, right? That just really in all organizations can even have like intergenerational board or room, things really get done because it's just new, fresh ideas coming together to really build the wholes.
Yeah, for sure. Any last words you want to say to the people out there to activate them, inspire them?
If y'all here watching right now, you know how the crucial times be at right now. So one, to thank you for the work that you're doing, the love that you have for your communities and others. Just keep up the good fight, y'all. Rage against the dying of the light.
Mm, perfect. Well, thank you so much for the opportunity. Greatly appreciate it.